right, hello, welcome to the Utah Puck Report. It's your host, Jay Stevens. Glad to be here, and we've got some fun stuff to talk about today. And if you've seen any of my posts lately, you've seen that I've been pretty excited about the new rink and the new arena, really, up in Park City. And so I brought a couple friends in to talk about it and some other stuff that's going on. So let's get into it. Will you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Jordon Stone. We're live from the firehouse, by the way. This is pretty cool. Hopefully the alarm doesn't go off. What do we do if that does happen?
I'll give you instructions if the tones go off.
Well, if this stuff is mobile, we could
bring it on the call. Absolutely.
Commentate and bring it back here and finish up.
Yeah, that works.
I'll let Bobby introduce himself.
Hey guys, how's it going? Robert Ward here, one of the owners here of the Park City Pioneers Hockey Club. Excited to be here with Jay. So,
do you go by Robert now? Do I need to start calling you Robert?
Robert, Bobby, Bobo.
Is that your grown-up name?
Yeah, I mean it stuck with me for a while. So
okay, all right. So, and you guys are both you grew up playing hockey. Jordon, we'll start with you. I thought I'd had you on the show before.
No, maybe way back. I've known about you and your show though for a long time, like probably since it started. So
okay.
And then I'd see you at the rink, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I kind of just got to know you over the years, and yeah, I mean, always been listening and keeping up, and like I say, when I run into you, now you're kind of reaping the rewards of doing all the work and covering hockey, and now you're really connected, and now you have a lot of good following, a lot of good information.
Yeah, it's been fun. We know each other also. Like, you're a former Grizzly, and you've played a lot of hockey, right? Like,
yeah. Played to Grizz for 3 years, 21 to 24. And yeah, you were e-bugging. So I remember, we showered together, and
we got to make sure we mention that.
Yeah. So. Played at Grizz, college before that.
Where'd you play college?
Played for Outliers. I went to Johnson Wales. It's in Providence.
Okay.
D3 school. Transferred after 2 years to Bethel, Minnesota. It was just a change I needed at the time. Just needed to really whip everything into shape because I still wanted to play pro, and where it was going. I just needed a coach in a program that was just whipping everything into shape. So I heard that Chris McKelvey came from Army, was kind of whipping Bethel into shape. It was his first or second year. So I called him. It was just like a 10-minute phone call. I was like, and he played in the AHL. 6, 7, I don't know, years. He was 6 guys. I was like, this guy knows what he's doing.
Oh no!
No, I didn't mean to say that.
6, 7,
whatever, 7, 8 years, something. So yeah, I pulled the trigger right away. I didn't even think. I didn't even know pretty much anything about the school.
Wow!
But it was the change I needed. Just hockey related. He ran it. I mean, pretty much like Army. I would imagine so. I think that ultimately, and then we had the COVID year, which kind of screwed everything. But still able to squeeze 3 years out of the Grizz. I thought it was, realistic for me out of college. It was tough. I wasn't like a pristine number one player on that team for the years I was there, but was able to come in and stick around 3 years. It was. I mean, I met so many people, changed. Me myself. Learned so much, met so many people, and just, and now here I am. I think because of that, I'm able to work in hockey still around Utah, and it's really paid off for me in all kinds of ways.
That's one of those things I talk to players a lot about is a lot of people don't understand. The Grizzlies don't make any money. And I think it's coming out now with the union letter, and then I reposted it, and people are like, there's no way the Grizzlies are only making $400 a week. I'm like, no, that's really what they're getting paid. And I'm like, but it really is a good opportunity to network and really get out there and get to know some people. And you can do you can get some really good jobs that a lot of times that people aren't even qualified for. I hate to throw out his name, but Jordan Preezy did the same thing. Like he went, he played in the minors, he networked, and he got a job offer because of who he was and where he played that he wasn't technically qualified for, but they prepped him for it because of his networking. So I think that's an amazing part of minor league hockey.
Yeah, it was just the people you meet and playing for the Grizzlies. They have a lot of history here, so you say I kind of played for the Grizzlies, and I mean, yeah, I only played 3 years, and the amount of guys that I met, I mean, it's the amazing people in the places you get to see. I'm more than blown away as to how useful some of my relationships have panned out because of that. So yeah, I mean, I tell people, I recommend it.
You recommend playing pro? It's okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I've always, just as an e-bug, I've met tons of people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So is that how you got connected with what's going on in Park City right now? Is through those connections, or did you have other connections?
With the Pioneers.
In the rink.
Yeah, in the rink. So it's kind of been a long time. Kind of ever since I moved here to Utah. I was 14 or 15 years old. It was, the rink was kind of an idea way back. And it was originally going to be, 3 sheets of ice. And, so when I got, playing for the Outliers, Paul and Kevin, that was kind of going to, be like their rink.
Yeah.
And it turned into, we need a hotel. We're going to need, why don't we make an event center? Why don't we just go all out? So that kind of took priority.
Well, I didn't know that's how it started. So at first they were going to go 3 rinks, and then all of a sudden they're like, we need to build a whole hotel on this thing?
Yeah, it was like...
I thought the hotel was the idea first, and then, oh, wow.
No, it was like, then we started getting so much interest as to, where's people going to stay. We had all these rinks, and so now it's actually finally, I mean, I know it's been a long time for people, but, I say it would have been worth another 5 years to wait because it's that good. It's going to be that good, because it's convertible for events. There's I think there's like a 550 person banquet up there right now on the ice.
Oh wow!
So there's a ballroom in the hotel. It's only up to 500 people, but so they got that going on this weekend. I mean it's incredible. It's just getting started.
Well, it's crazy too because not only what an amazing facility for the Outliers to call home, and I got to walk through it, and I just thought it was perfect. And people were like, well, it's kind of weird because you got one bench on one side and one bench on the other. And I'm like, that doesn't matter at all. Like, okay, it might be inconvenient if you're playing men's league and you're trying to switch like a white shirt to you want to switch, lines a little bit or whatever. But right now, I'm like, it doesn't matter at all. Like, this thing is perfect. It's got, I love just the use of the space, and I love where the seats are. And there's some areas with like 10 seats or whatever.
Yeah.
I just love facilities like that.
Yeah. It went through. I mean, I don't even know how many architects, but design layouts and what we could exactly do. How the VIP box is going to look. Changing all that. But there's every square inch of land is being used on that whole entire. There's the Black Rock Ridge Estates or the Black Rock Ridge townhomes that are right there. And I think the hotel and event center is like 7.5 acres, something like that, and there's every square inch being used. So there's a lot of, squeezing it in, and obviously it's kind of on a little slope, so there's a lot of, feasibility issues there. But yeah, our first time skating, actually my first time, it took me, this long, but last Saturday we got on, we kind of did like, Pioneers, invite some guys. Kind of like a team tour, kind of first, look at the rink. Most guys haven't been there. And we just kind of did a tour, got on the ice, and the lighting for me was like the most incredible, people don't imagine just, it's like, I almost want to say it's Delta, or it might be brighter than Delta. Like the lighting is, to me, it was like, wow.
Yeah, it was super cool. Everything about it was super cool. The time I played, they decided they were going to mess around at the end of our practice. As people were winding up to take slap shots, they started messing with the lights. So they went red, then they went out, then they flashed, and they strobed. And I'm like, we're in the middle of playing, but I know we're getting probably free ice or whatever, so I'm not going to say anything. But it was a little sketchy, but it was cool that, everything went red, then it went green, then it was really cool.
Yeah, we were touring with some sponsors or some
Oh, yeah.
corporate something, and they started, the music just was going up and down and up and down, and they're testing it, and like I said, I mean, it's a new, I mean, the building is, everybody has their kinks are going to work out. There's still little, some camera adjustments and the cool things that they're able to do. I mean, the lights, the light shows, the lasers, there's fog machines, pyrotechnics, up and down lights, spotlights. It's able to do all
big
that.
Jumbotron and all that stuff up there too. Like, it's legit. It's super nice. And I'm going to add some video to this, or at least on the page or something. But I was just impressed. And then I was really impressed because I heard, hey, by the way, the Florida Panthers are going to stay here next week or in 2 days, and then they're going to practice here. They're going to stay here and practice here. And I'm like, okay, the minute the NHL finds out that that's an option, because a lot of times they'll just stay downtown and then they'll go, play the practice facility. That's the norm, right? But now they've got this. If you're coming into Utah and you're here a day early, or if people find out about this, I bet they start coming in a day or two early.
Yeah.
If their schedule allows it to, acclimate to the altitude for one, and then two, to play in that amazing facility. And those are like, the rooms there are just phenomenal, and everything up there is just amazing. I want to live there. I really do. I was telling my wife, I'm like, it's time to sell the house. We're moving up there. There's a rink. We can just take the elevator down.
Yeah, man. People don't realize having a rink on site where you train. Have you seen? I don't know if you saw the gym in there too.
Yeah.
There's it's 10,000 square feet, open public memberships. That's just the gist of it, state of the art. But people, to train there, I trained a couple of rinks in Canada like this, where it's like training on site. You could eat, it's just like a hockey mecca, little mini resort, and that's really what it is. And people have no idea the convenience that it brings to someone that actually wants to train, stay there. I mean, NHL guys, they're used to staying in nice rooms.
Yeah.
All that. They're going to stay in a nice room. Oh, we got a sweet restaurant. I mean, I know there's a bar. I don't know if they'll be going there, but it's like, oh, then you got this really nice, incredible rink attached, and then we just go and skate. It's just so convenient for a hockey player.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And if for people that haven't been there or haven't seen it yet, you can check. Like, I've already put stuff on the Utah Puck Report Facebook and Instagram. The video where I walked in, and I'm like, this place is just perfect. And like I said, when you walked me through the first time before it was completely done, and I was kind of blown away. But then getting in there to play, I was like, man, this is a dream come true. Like, it really is. It sucks to live 45 minutes from it. It's not even 45 minutes. I timed it the other day. It takes me exactly the same amount of time to get there as it does to get to the University of Utah rink, to get to Steiner.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know that because it felt like it's so much further away. But yeah, it's not that.
It's the same exit as the Park City Ice Arena existing. So, you get off that light, you go right, you see the rink that's already there, and you just go left, and it's just around that bend. It's like a mile around that bend, and people will see it. So for those that don't know, it's the same exit.
It's super nice. And then, of course, you're going to have the Outliers playing there, and that's awesome, and that's fun, and it's fun to see the level of hockey that the Outliers are putting out now. Is it just keeps getting better and better. I think that junior league's getting better and better. And then obviously you're like, well, we've got this, what is it, like a $65 million facility, something like that's got to be in the ballpark, right?
That's pretty accurate.
Probably started out with like, hey, this will cost us $25 million, and then they're like, no, we're going to build an arena. No, we're going to do this. So
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
And then I found out, like, it's called BlackRock, so I just assumed it was affiliated with, like, the mega BlackRock. And then I found out it wasn't, and like, oh, then somebody else came up with $65 million. But you have this amazing facility, and now you're like, okay, we have these games, but we got to fill this place every night to make it worthwhile. So Bobby, introduce yourself a little bit, and let's talk about.
Yeah. So I'm
Robert.
Yeah, Robert Bobby. Geez, I've been around the hockey world since I was 3. Played my hockey in Cleveland. Played for the Barons out that way. Played a little bit of juniors in Alpena North American. Had a cup of coffee in USHL, and then ended up kind of hating hockey for a minute. Dealt with all the politics and the fun stuff that comes with hockey, as you guys all know. Kind of took a break. Went to become a firefighter EMT. Got that done. Kind of didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. Went back to school. Ended up at Eastern Washington for a little bit. Played a little BCIHL up there. Really good hockey up that way, by the way. The BC area is just incredible.
Oh, yeah.
From there, I kind of met my brother down this way, trying to find a job, and kind of got introduced to the Pioneers. I had no idea kind of what that was or like what it was about. Played my first game and realized pretty quick that it was not the hockey that I was used to. But really fell in love with it. I played a handful of games and then finished out my degree at Eastern and came back, and David at the time I think closed the team down. So I was kind of shocked. I was kind of excited to come back and play or find a good job here, and asked everybody like what's going on with the Pioneers, like what's going on with the everything kind of collapsed. Guys kind of stopped being committed. Funding was kind of an issue. So I kind of decided to take a crack at it from David and gave me the reins and kind of took off with it. And ever since, it's kind of been going well. We were really, really steamrolling all the way up till COVID.
Okay.
And then COVID really put a kibosh on probably about 2.5 years of the Pioneer brand kind of growing. And then last couple of years, kind of been playing away games, and then this opportunity came about with Jordon, and I couldn't say no with the facility that's in place.
I know you just want to be there, right? Like you just whatever it takes. I'll play whatever team you put me on.
It was like pinch me. I was honestly getting ready to kind of do the same thing, kind of call it quits with the Pioneers. I was. It's a lot, Jordon knows now that he's kind of helped me run it and partner and owner, and it's a full-time job.
Well, for people that don't know, and yeah, you're right. It is a full-time job, and I've ran teams like that, and I've helped teams. The Rebels used to kind of play in the same league, so it was a bunch of us that have been on the Rebels forever, and we'd play. It's basically it was a resort league.
Yeah,
it was Jackson Hole and Sun Valley.
Yes,
and those places were amazing to go to for us because they're like, hey, you guys come here, we'll pay you $100 for the night, we'll give you a room, which was probably $500 for the night to go to Sun Valley in the middle of ski season. And they were like, yeah, we'll give you some money. You can ski maybe if you want to, and we'll let you stay in a room. And then you got to go out and you got to entertain everybody else is paying tons of money to be there.
Yeah.
So it was like a resort league. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And you'd go in and you'd look at the other roster and you're like, okay, there's a bunch of nobodies like me. And then anybody that, if you recognize the name, it was because they'd had a bunch of fights in some league that you were watching, right?
Yeah.
What team was that?
So we were playing, the Rebels.
What was that? It's like Salt Lake Rebels, or?
I don't know that we've ever.
We used to play you guys.
Yeah.
It used to be a Park City. It was a couple of years. Yeah, we would play each other. There was kind of like the two teams, and it was always like that big old.
Yeah, I think Dave. I think, and Dave could correct me. I'm on to you if should probably say his whole name. But I think he took some of the Rebels. I think like the Rebels thing wasn't going as well. And I remember there are times and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to play Division I anymore. I'm just going to move down and play because I can't commit to anything because of the firefighter schedule. And then also when I'm when I'm e-bugging, the Grizzlies don't want me to go like, hey, I e-bug tonight, and then I'm men's league tomorrow, and then I'm e-bugging. So they want me to not play in leagues. So I'm like, I'm going to step down. But then I wasn't on the Rebels, but I get the phone call being like, hey, do you want to go to Jackson Hole tomorrow? Because our goalie just backed out.
Still happening.
Yeah, I know.
Getting those texts still from guys from all over the country. Hey, can you fill a void on the roster this week and go to Jack? I mean, it's funny because the hockey, when I was, like you're saying, it was like a bunch of fighters and it was entertaining. And now the hockey's the crowds that we get for these events, like you were saying, is amazing to me because it's like there's 1,500 people showing up on a Friday night in Jackson Hole to come watch a bunch of guys play hockey.
Yeah, and it's $10 to get in, and it's $10 per drink.
Yeah, and people love it.
Yeah, and they'll buy a bunch of those drinks. Yeah. So it makes it's worth it to the arena, and it's worth it to the resort. And then also it gives the resort like, hey, we've got this other thing going on, and the concierge will be like, I'm going to cut you guys a few extra tickets or whatever. So it just becomes like you're just a show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool.
Exactly
which hockey is anyway, but
yeah.
It's always been fun, and it's cool because I was doing it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
25 years ago.
Well, that's what when you talk to David, the whole idea behind Park City was, what are people doing on Friday, Saturday night? There was no Mammoth at the time. What are we doing on Friday, Saturday night? The resort closes or the mountain closes at 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Right.
We're going to the bars. we're not going to drive all the way down to Salt Lake to keep drinking and driving.
Right.
Like, how can we get hockey up in this area to kind of grow? And that's kind of where Park City or us like kind of thrived in that atmosphere. Was like, get out of the mountain, come to the bar, we'll shut you out to the game, have some fun, and people loved it. So
Yeah. I'm just thinking out loud here. Are there going to be shuttles from like? You going to get shuttles bringing guys out?
Yeah, we're like Bobby said, there was shuttles in the past. One of our big sponsors back in the day. I only remember going to Pioneer games like as a teenager, or whatever, like little kid. But the Old Town Sellers, Steven, I think there was a bus that went from his place to the PC Ice Arena back in the day. So being our schedule with the Pioneers starting February 13th and 14th, it's President's Day weekend, right in the middle. I mean, that is like the most prime week of Park City skiing and business in general up there. Right in the middle of winter, it's the Olympic break.
Oh, wow.
So we're not going to have, they're not going to be playing for our first 2 weekends. The hotel is going to be over capacity. There's 307 rooms, and they'll all be full. We'll have the event center Friday and Saturday night. And yeah, so like you said, the shuttles, the parking will be, it'll be difficult, but you'll get a space. But yeah, we do want to shuttle, fire up the old buses from Main Street.
yeah,
Got to get a hold of Volker. Volker has his own school bus up there, and he's
anybody, man, we need it. We're gonna need it. We've actually, it's probably gonna cost us.
yeah.
If BlackRock has to be shuttling people to and from a little off-site lot or something like that, there's plenty of spots to park, but it's gonna fall on us anyway if there's no parking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, if you're advertising Main Street, Park City, you're going to want those guys to be able to get there and back after having a few adult beverages. And
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, if you're a hotel guest, the hotel will shuttle you to and from. I think they have like 4 or 5, 12-person just Sprinter vans. So if that's a hotel guest, though, we might utilize those for the Pioneer game. I don't know. But yeah, we are definitely trying to exercise that old idea of the buses from Main Street.
Yeah.
It's like 7 or 8 minutes,
So what is the league now? Bobby, tell us a little bit more about what the league looks like.
It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of almost in shambles. There's the Mountain West, and that's a newer league that's upcoming, and there's different teams in that, and the structure is really different. But like you were saying, like the Black Diamond Hockey League when I was playing, it was like, Bozeman, Sun Valley, Jackson Hole. I've talked to those owners, and that's kind of where they want to get back to. They want to get back to the mountain towns playing each other, creating a rivalry, King of the Mountain style, like who's the best. That was when it was fun. You go into Jackson Hole, and that was, everybody knows who Park City is. Yeah. But now you have teams from like California. We got our home openers against Boston. So it's like,
what?
We got Boston. We got
you remember Simone?
Yeah,
Minnesota.
yeah.
It's his team and all of his
friends.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're, I don't know, apparently they're good.
So it's gonna be good hockey. There'll probably be some fights. You're talking guys that have played in the coast or college or at least juniors at some level. It's good hockey.
It's guys just like us.
Some NHL guys. Yeah.
It's, I'd say, like the level is there's some college guys, either NCAA or ACHA.
Okay.
Like from the U or something. Pro guys, we got like I think 3 or 4 or 5 ECHL, maybe more guys that came up to that skate on Saturday that are just here in the area. The only one that we're waiting on is Mason. So
Mason Manick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did he come back?
Huh.
So I'll give out his number.
I know he listens. He's a constant co-host on here, so I know he's going to hear this.
No excuses.
Yeah.
For him.
I'll get you a schedule.
Yeah, we'll just,
Yeah, so speaking of that, where do we find this? How do I get tickets, and where do I find the schedule?
So we updated the website, parkcitypioneers.com. that was in shambles.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mess.
So anyway, we updated that best we can to our technology abilities.
Oh, you guys, when you say we updated it, you mean you guys did
We've
it.
been grinding.
Yeah,
It's been a grind.
I called Bobby, I think like
2 months ago?
almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I asked, I was like, hey, could I play?
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw you guys made a schedule. Like, what's up with this? And I didn't even know him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, didn't even know him. So and now we talk. It's like all day. every
yeah, I
day.
bet.
It's been a breath of fresh air having Jordon involved. Like he's really like got me excited again to like get this thing to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always, the potential's always been there. And you see how Sun Valley's they've had the
Yes.
Suns. The Sun Valley Suns have been there for 50 years.
Yes.
Maybe
Well, I
60.
think it's like 60 or 65.
Yeah, it probably is. And they've been doing
Yeah.
this. And,
Jeez.
yeah, was it Vel?
Oh, yeah.
Vel? I'm trying to remember. One of them has an
Yeti.
amazing building, too. Yeah,
Yeti.
the Yeti.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, but anyway, like, Sun Valley's been doing it forever. And Jackson Hole kind of always comes in and out. And Park City always comes in and out.
Yep.
But when you look at how, first off, the Sun Valley Suns, like Sun Valley holds that thing dear. Like they love the Suns,
Yeah.
and it's just got such a heritage to it that I think that you're right. Like this could really work for a long time for Park City.
Yeah.
You need the sponsors to come on board. Like I don't know who you got already. You can mention them if you have sponsors. Like let's pump their tire right now.
Yeah, we have, like I said, Old Town Cellars.
Okay.
I think he blends and bottles his own wine here in Park City. It's a real good.
Oh, wow.
local- Yeah, he's right on Main Street. He has like a little underground bar there.
Awesome bar.
It's pretty cool, and he's been great. He just right away he's like, yeah, man, I want to help you guys. Let's do it again. We have some giveaway. So with our rink, we're kind of, there's BlackRock, there's a management group, Cornerstone, who's like kind of doing events,
Okay.
and then there's Pyramid, who is the hotel management company,
Oh.
kind of like 30. So we're all like working together.
Right.
Who's gonna, the logistics of ticket sales. So we have a ticket link being built. We're actually going down there tomorrow to Cornerstone. They do work in the Delta. They do all those
Okay.
off-ice events.
Oh, all
I don't know
right.
if they're the main managing company of the Delta for off-ice events, but I know they do, a lot of them there. They're nationwide, but they just happen to be in American Fork.
Oh, perfect.
So they build the ticket link for the Outliers. It's like the interactive map is like every little seat. It's so easy, and the fee, it's like $3 fee. Well, it was like a $1.50 fee per ticket.
Okay,
It's-
perfect. Yeah.
So it's not. We're working with them for the ticket link. That's just going to be through BlackRock, through the rink. In terms of like the scheduling and right, like when I got with Bobby, we kind of just snowballed this, and I was like, well, we need to get like let's execute as much of the schedule as you made so far.
Yep.
We kind of adjust things, and we looked at the dates that BlackRock wasn't even scheduling at the time. But like I missed it by like 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
And I
wow.
didn't even get the dates that I wanted. Like none of them.
Really?
Yeah. And
Because of the Outliers stuff, or because they have so many other things?
Just the Q1 weekend sold out. Just in like 3 days, maybe less.
To what? They're just renting.
Tournaments, youth,
Oh, wow.
ice minors. I think we've already done like 3 or 4 tournaments up there.
Okay.
Men's league tournaments. Yeah, it's Jeff McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff?
Yeah, well, I know his kid. Yeah.
Yeah, Colton.
Yeah, I know Colton.
Yeah, Colton.
He's got my job.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other Drew too. He's I don't know, he's a practice goalie or something. Anyway, he came out with us on Saturday. But Jeff has been he's basically running the event center.
Okay.
You could call that. So I got with him immediately, and and he knew Pioneers, thank God.
Yeah.
So he kind of vouched for us, sold it to the staff and everybody. The Outliers were already there, obviously, practicing skating, so everyone's kind of aware of them. But we kind of came up with this, like I said, just every day it's just snowballing. What could we do? So we locked in our dates. Then it was getting the opponents. Okay, who do we got in? Bobby got Boston on board. I called, Simmer. I said, hey, he could vouch because he stayed in a hotel with me a couple times.
Okay.
When the Grizz were away, we kind of had a weekend with the boys. So we had some fun up there. So he stayed there. He vouched. That was great. Reno is coming the weekend after that.
Okay.
Which we know those guys.
Yeah.
Guy Weston, who runs the Reno team, used to run it with Bobby, the Pioneers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before like that COVID stuff, Bobby said. Now Weston went to Reno, and they've been incredibly successful.
Yep.
Since I don't know, they've been around like 5 years or something.
Yep.
Very nice.
And then in March, we got this team from Arizona. So a lot of those teams, like the Sun Valley, Bozeman, McCall, those guys you're mentioning, like their season ends like basically in like March something. So the last 2 weekends were kind of like not struggling to find opponents, but we kind of had to reach out of like, we would like Sun Valley or Bozeman, but they're like, most teams are already playing. First of all, they already have scheduled games.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so now we have this team from Arizona. They're pretty good. I guess it's his old college buddy, and then a buddy I played with at Bethel started this Minnesota team, the Lumberjacks, and I guess they went to Vail and put a whooping on them, like 11-1.
Oh, wow.
I guess it was like Gophers galore. I don't know.
Oh,
so apparently
okay.
they're really good.
All right,
So, that's what we're.
It's
aiming
easy
for.
to get a bunch of guys to play hockey in Minnesota.
Oh yeah. So I imagine they're going to be the probably the best team that we play.
Yeah, I bet there's a ton of that's all NCAA or AHL guys
Oh
probably.
god, yeah. Look at the roster. Halfway through, I was like, I can't even look at this. But yeah, we do go to Jackson, January 23rd and 24th. We're in Jackson,
Oh, nice.
and then we're home games from there on out.
Okay.
So yeah, we kind of intentionally scheduled it as best we could. So the rink opens, Outliers get in there, and maybe do some events, get some stuff worked out. Middle of February, we're hitting the ground running. We have everything in line.
You guys still gonna have the red and black white stripe jersey, or is it just gonna be?
I should show you what we're doing now.
Yeah, we got Bobby was able to fire up one of the old jersey sponsors.
Oh, nice.
So we got 2 fresh printed jerseys already.
Nice.
We got some creams and we got blacks.
Okay.
Creams are cool.
Yeah, the creams are cool. Yeah, so we
That's the cream ones we have for.
I'll hold them up to the camera. In a little bit more. There you go. There you go. Yeah, perp. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that cream looks nice.
Yeah. So then we got along with Steven from Old Town, we got the Hockey Stops guys.
Nice.
So yeah, Dan used to work at BlackRock, the general manager. I think he just did construction or something there. I'm sorry, I could be wrong, but so now he's the general manager of the Hockey Stops.
Okay.
And I've been coached up in Ogden for the last 2 years, and we immediately he just wanted to be involved. He's like, hey man, this is sweet.
Very cool.
So he's
Yeah, the Hockey Stops guys are awesome.
Yeah, so gloves, helmets. We have pant shells, but made pant shells. We're giving the guys, like, if you play for us Pioneers, like our game day setup, I basically took what the Grizzlies had, and we're doing it. Like, we got a massage therapist before the games.
Wow.
Yeah,
Take care of the boys.
You need an e-bug?
Yeah,
I
for
do.
sure. Absolutely.
I mean, we're we think we're going to be able to just provide like sticks, like all this stuff. Just
Really?
through Hockey Stops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've been great.
Yeah, they've been real good. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a full-on production. Which by the way, I was gonna mention. I got off topic. The giveaways at our games. So we're gonna do Chuck-a-Puck as of now, between the second and third, and we got Traeger. They're giving us 3 grills to give away.
Yeah.
Wow.
For 3 of our home games. We got we got 4 tickets to Mammoth games. Like I think it's to which one?
Their choice,
We don't
basically.
know? Okay.
Yeah, we'll kind of
Yeah.
pick what they kind of want to do.
We got like a season ticket. Well, Bobby's got season tickets.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you
Yeah.
give up 4 for
for a weekend game or something.
yeah, they're good seats. We got Mild to Wild. Benji Michael, you know him from? He was on the U.
Oh, I do. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was best man at my wedding. Anyway, his family company, Mild to Wild Rafting. They're in Durango. They're kind of all around, Moab area, Colorado. They are doing a day trip, Moab, float the river day trip.
Wow.
They do a whole big shebang.
And those are giveaways you're going to have. You're going to give away a Traeger at a Chuck-a-Puck?
3.
Three of them.
Good Lord. That's awesome.
And we might go bigger than that. That's kind of just our first feelers.
Okay.
Getting the youth involved.
Yeah. Like we're probably gonna get some skis to go. I mean, we only have we have 8 games, but one is at an outdoor game at Midway.
Oh, wow.
It's an outdoor game Midway, February 21st.
And you already have the opponent lined up?
Yeah, it's Reno.
Okay, all right.
Reno kind of brought the idea to us. They're going to help us organize that. We got the bleachers. We're going to have the pizza guy across the shop. He'd bring his little pizza oven over, crank out some pizzas. We got kind of the locker room set up. We went up there, organized with the rink lady up there. So that's going to be a fun one. We'll do a giveaway there. There's something cool.
Yeah, very cool.
We can't do Chuck Bucks there, but and then our second to last game we got to play at the Park City Ice Arena just due to ice availability. So that's a Friday night versus the Minnesota, and then the next Saturday night we are at Black Rock to end. We'll be giving away something at every home game.
Okay.
Something cool. Like I said, if we could do it between each intermission, that'd be great. But we know we got at least one cool thing for one a game.
Well, it sounds like you guys are hitting the ground running, man. Like you've done a lot more. Like I said, normally it feels like, hey, we're gonna go to Jackson Hole next week or whatever. So it sounds like everything's way more prepared, and you guys have it. It's gonna be awesome. You have ticket links and everything going.
We're. I mean, like I said, the Jeff and the rink has been incredibly accommodating. Like I said, that Jeff knew the history of the Pioneers. We're going all out. Like, it's gonna cost. I mean, it's gonna cost me and Bobby. We kind of committed together. Like, no matter what, we're gonna do this. Like,
okay.
Photographers, box. We're gonna pay for the light show. We're gonna pay. I mean, we're paying our players to pay. For game performances. You mentioned fights and whatever. There will be cash incentives for sure. We went over that with all our players on Saturday when we did that tour and everything. And thank you for everybody who drove up because it was like the one blizzard that we've had so far.
Right. Yeah. The only time it snowed.
It's like couldn't do but yeah. So that was great. There's no turning back. It's all signed, sealed, and delivered. So
okay. Well, I'm excited about it. Is your roster available online? Can people see?
We're working on that right now.
Yeah,
working on it.
We have. I think we had 28 skaters show up. A couple of them either didn't have their gear set. I don't know, something. Or they're just saying, I won't skate today or something.
Okay.
One of our goalies is locating his gear.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you know who you are. So he'll get going. So we had that tour day. Kind of went over the game day with the boys, what it was going to look like. We scrimmaged for like an hour. It was great. I mean, we had full practice. Get ups for everybody, did gear try on, Dan with hockey stops.
Nice.
And then just Boneyard and No Name up there. Those are kind of the after spots.
Okay.
For the guys back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to make that happening, and it's kind of like definitely Boneyard was definitely a hangout spot for us on Saturday nights because that was the closest to the Park City rink at the time.
Right.
That's one thing that was kind of like our draw is, used to be No Name too up on that that loft, hanging out up there and having a good time. So, yeah, I think hockey. It's funny we're doing all this, but if you go to Jackson Hole and Vail, they all do this now. I mean, Vail is sponsored by Pink Whitney. It's like one of those. It's just like. We've been approached in the past too. We're like, hey, how do we make this into a professional league with the amount of fans, the amount of time? It's like funding.
Yeah,
How do we make this? And I feel like we can make it happen here with the new resort, the brand that Pioneers brings. Like I feel like we're going to be able to, and then with hockey growing here.
Yeah, and you're going to pack the house, like
yeah. So
what does that hold? 20.
It's about 2,500. That includes standing room.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna pack the house. Like I think especially with some of the exposure you're gonna start getting, I think you're gonna pack the house. I think that'll help, like keep this thing going. Hockey's booming. Like hockey's huge here right now.
Insane here.
Everywhere I go,
The numbers.
I've worked in this job for 28 years.
Yeah.
And not until a year ago when I'm out on calls were people saying stuff to me about hockey. And I have a Mammoth logo on my radio holster. But like people are like, oh, hey, you're a Mammoth fan or whatever. Like just the call we were just on just now. Some little kid asked me about the Mammoth. I'm like, oh, you like the Mammoth? He's like, no.
What happened with the
Like I like
Grizzlies?
everybody else. Yeah, and that's the thing. The Grizzlies
It
sell.
was just different. You know, the hockey wasn't the same. You know,
Right.
Playing Midwest, and I mean everybody hockey hotbed, right? Like you talk about Midwest. You know,
Yep.
Utah has never been a discussion place ever for competitive hockey.
Right.
And now it's all of a sudden like every practice now I go to and help coach, it's like each team only gets half the ice for an hour because there's not enough ice.
Right,
not enough
right,
practice
right.
times. It is insane that youth jump here. You
Yeah, well, with that sheet going on up in Park City, and like you said, it's already sold out. January 10th, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it out loud, but January 10th, the practice facility opens to the public.
Let's go.
So that'll
Let's go.
they'll start renting that out right away.
Wow.
So I think you're just going to see it, and more people are going to want to go see it. But so once again, parkcitypioneers.com. That's where you can get all the information. And if it's not on there yet, as you get closer, your first home game is not until February 13, 14.
Yes.
Schedule's on there.
correct.
So
Also,
just keep checking back till you see the ticket link. The roster's going to be on there. But,
we're updating as fast as we possibly can with
Yeah.
information. Our Instagram too is now pretty lively. We try and keep as much critical information updated. Some giveaways, sponsors. We just announced kind of our equipment guy, Dan from Hockey Stops, kind of
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check out the Instagram. We're very active.
And if you want to sponsor the Park City Pioneers, get on that Instagram and throw you guys some messages.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a prime time deck that we put together.
Okay.
We worked on it with some very good people. There's great opportunity for us and in the rink. So if your company or you want a legit tour, and you're, like I said, it's $500 will go a long way for us.
Right.
Anything, right? Like our biggest expense. I mean, we're spoiling these teams that are cut. So part of the league rules,
Amazing.
a lot of people don't know. It's like unlike the Outliers, where the visiting team, okay, you're coming in. Well, choose where you stay. We don't care. Just show up for game time. Right.
Okay.
So if the Outliers' opponents want to stay in Black Rock, well, then in the middle of winter,
Good luck.
Hit up the owner, see what he says. But we're just biting the bullet, so we're having all 4 of our teams stay at Black Rock.
Wow. That can't be cheap during the season.
Friday,
Yeah.
Night. No, you could just look up the rooms. How much
I looked at the rooms the other day. Well, I was trying to tell my wife, I'm like, this is where we're living now. So I was looking at the rooms, and everything up there is just so nice.
Yeah, so we're spoiling the teams that way, which that's probably most of our cost. I would say, I don't know, about half-ish of it.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, like I said, the rink is, we're working with them to staff the concessions, to staff the security, the box office. Something people should know is that there is a full beer license throughout the entire arena. So the beer sold at the game, $6 for beer.
Oh, wow. Nice.
$6. Well, starting at.
Okay.
So
Okay.
You could take beer to your seat, and there also is a lounge area that hard alcohol, wine, mixed drinks, cocktails is also served.
Okay.
It's basically like the Delta. Have you ever been there? There's that little area where there's 21 and over drinks. Can't take that stuff to your seat, but it's incredible that we have that there too.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Those seats are prime time.
And that's just one of the nice things about it not being a county-owned facility. Like, you can actually be a grown-up in the... Like, I still have to make sure... some of the stuff might get bleeped out when you talk about some of the stuff, because I work for KSL. But sometimes it's like, let's just be grown-ups and know that those things happen. And if I'm going to go to a game, I'm going to want to drink. I'm going to have a sit-down and enjoy it, Yeah, so it's nice that you can be treated like a grown-up there.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going all out. We're going out. Anything you can imagine, we're probably doing it. But yeah, if anybody wants to see the deck, there's also plenty of sponsors. Because the boards have got to be filled. The ice,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we have some interest, and some have already been sold. There's boxes that have already been sold. There's plenty of opportunity there, but getting people up there to see it is kind of the main thing. And Jeff, he's I think he told me him and Nick have done over 1,000 tours.
Oh, wow.
Which is crazy. So
Yeah.
it's automatic. The Jeff tour, I tell you, he's automatic.
If he's done it 1,000 times, he's probably dialed in.
It's so good. So we offer a lot of it's not just our jerseys and our Instagrams. Like there's signage around town. There's signage around the rink in the hotel.
Yeah.
There's you could be on the bench, you could be in the locker room. You obviously will get on our jerseys and stuff, and we'll advertise you that way. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that we offer. The Zamboni, all that.
Oh, well, cool.
The Zamboni wrap and all that. So we pretty much anything that anybody wants, we could connect you with the right people.
All right, perfect. Well, that's what everybody needed to hear. There's lots of ways to sponsor. Games are coming up. Just keep checking the website, and as soon as tickets are available, I'd get them if I were you, because, like I said, this is the arena is amazing. These leagues are a ton of fun to watch. I had a ton of fun playing them, and I was always surprised at how many people were there and just having a great time watching. And I just enjoy it. I'm glad it's back. I'm glad the Pioneers are back. And I can't wait to see what you guys put together. It's parkcitypioneers.com.
Yes.
And I think that's there's an email address for that too, right? So if they want to...
parkcitypioneers@gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. So those are the two ways. If you want to sponsor them, or if you want to go, those are the best ways to do it. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before we go?
No, just keep tuned in to that stuff, because we have a lot of information and details that we'll be releasing for our games. The ticket link is probably the next biggest thing to come out. But if anyone wants to see what that will look like, it's going to be like just go onto the Outliers or the BlackRock tickets, the Event Center website, and look at the ticket link for the Outliers, and ours is going to look the exact same. So you kind of see, I want this seat, that seat, this seat.
Perfect.
The bar will be open at our games.
All right. Good to hear. Bobby, do you have anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks, Jay. I really appreciate you taking us in. And
no, I'm excited about it. So thanks for being on the show. I look forward to coming to some games. And, it's Stevens with a V if you want to fill out that E-Bug jersey.
Yeah, we'll get you one.
All right. And that is the Utah Puck Report.